macOS Big Sur. Wow, gotta love it. So exciting. Public version just released. Major update. I participated in the beta of macOS Big Sur. Very excited for the refined, glitch-free public version of macOS that just rolled out. However, a wise man once said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results. That is the definition of insanity, and that is where I'm at right now. Why? Because my update to macOS Big Sur was not peaceful. It was tumultuous, it was chaotic, and it was true insanity. Now, you may have had a glitch as I have had. I'm going to share my glitch with you. I do not wish this upon anyone, but I do have a fix. If you had a glitch, please watch this before you give up and restore and risk data loss. So this is what happened. After successfully installing macOS Big Sur with no glitches at all, however, the glitch is coming. It brought me back to the login screen, which I was very happy to see, typed in my password, press enter, and guess what happened? Well, the progress bar slowly moved from left to right, and then my MacBook Pro turned off, went dark, rebooted, back to the sign-on screen, typed in my password, press enter, progress bar slowly moved, went black, turned off, restarted, endless loop, tried it 10, 15 times, I lost track, nothing was making progress. I realized at this point, oh no, Houston, we have a problem. So what did I do? I tried first shutting down, Command R, which boots into the macOS Restore options. I went into the disk utilities, ran first aid on all devices, everything was fine there. Then I tried the option to reinstall macOS Big Sur, went through the options, typed in my password, which successfully allowed me to proceed through the various options till the final step where you're able to normally click continue and install, or I should say reinstall, the macOS version. However, the problem is that is where you choose where you want to install macOS Big Sur, and guess what? Macintosh HD did not show up. Not only that, nothing showed up. There was no disk option to which I could install macOS Big Sur again. Just a blank list of options, nothing to choose. So there was no continue, there was no option. So that didn't work out. So then at that point, I had to exit out, shut down, and I had to go to the next step, which was Command Option R, which brings you to Internet Restore, which downloads the latest version of macOS that your device is compatible with from Apple servers. I did that. It lets you connect to Wi-Fi or your LAN, for example. Depending on what you use, you can type in your password if it's Wi-Fi, and it successfully downloads the options. First, I went into utilities, ran first aid on everything. Everything was fine. Then went into reinstall macOS Big Sur. Same issue again, however, a little bit different. Guess what? This option told me that I could reinstall macOS Catalina. I thought, well, I guess I could. I was already running Big Sur beta. I didn't want to go back to Catalina, but I decided I could at least do that to save my Mac and update later. However, once again, with macOS Catalina on the final screen, where normally you would select Macintosh HD and continue, guess what? No disk showed up, no Macintosh HD, nothing. That didn't work either. Tried safe mode, shutting down, holding down Shift and powering on. It allowed me to log in, and instead of safe mode, I heard a loud hum, and my computer turned off again. So, talked to Apple, 5+ hours, several different support representatives. They really did try to help. And what they told me is when they first released macOS Big Sur, there was a server issue which resulted in incomplete downloads of macOS Big Sur in some cases, and it was a widespread issue. And there was not yet any known fix, other than essentially at this point I could try Time Machine backup. Now I decided to do that. I decided to try Time Machine, which I did from Command R Restore and from Command Option R, which is the Internet Restore option. Tried Time Machine. However, Time Machine didn't work also. Why Time Machine didn't work? Time Machine didn't work because after successfully typing in my Time Machine password to unlock my encrypted Time Machine drive, rather than continue, the unlock button showed up again. So I was in an endless loop of repeatedly trying to type in my Time Machine drive password and having it not say continue, but just say unlock, another endless loop, trying the same thing repeatedly, expecting different results, which I never got. Didn't work. Couldn't restore from Time Machine out of Command R restore or Internet restore, which is Command Option R. So here comes a solution. Apple's solution was essentially to erase the hard drive, start over. I wanted to avoid that. Why? Because when you're restoring from Time Machine, if the version of your device and the last version of your Time Machine backup are mismatched, if they're not aligned properly, you may not be able to restore that version of Time Machine. You may have to go to a previous version, resulting in data loss. The problem with data loss, how do you know what data you've lost? It's so hard to track it down. So I wanted to save my Mac, save my data, and not do a disruptive type of process involving deleting and starting over. So I decided to go to sleep. That was a great idea, it turns out, because after sleeping for 6 or 7 hours, the next day, which is today, I decided to try the same thing again. Command, Option, R is the secret, Internet Restore, went through the download from Apple servers, and whatever Apple was feeding to me through their servers this time was better, because when I went into, first I went into Utilities, ran first aid on all devices, everything was fine, just to make sure, got a troubleshoot, ruled that out. That's easy, takes a few minutes. So then I went into the option to reinstall macOS Big Sur, and this time it really was Big Sur that was available, not Catalina, which was a good sign, something different, excited about that. As I progressed through, typed in my password that was accepted. It showed me Macintosh HD, my drive showed up, I selected it, I clicked continue, and it installed it, and it succeeded. It was a successful install, took quite a while, eventually finished, got to the login screen. I was a little worried, what if the same thing happens? Typed my password in, clicked return, boom, I was in, everything was there, no data loss, no need for Time Machine restore, the day was saved, everything is fine. So the lesson learned, which I'll never learn, but I hope maybe you can learn, is whenever there is an update, don't be the first one to download it. I always want to jump in there and download it the second there's a notification. Not really a good idea. It's good to wait days or even weeks until glitches, server issues, whatever else is worked out. Sometimes there are so many downloads at once, it kind of overwhelms the system. In this case, people that downloaded right away may have received an incomplete version of macOS Big Sur, which causes all types of issues. So it's better to wait a little bit. But if this happens to you, the solution is simply, remember, Internet Restore is a great feature. You hold down, make sure your Macintosh is powered off, so do a shutdown from wherever you're at, then just simply hold down Command, Option, and R, and hold that down. It will start on its own. Keep it held down. That will go into the Internet Restore options of macOS, which will let you install or reinstall the latest version of macOS that your device is eligible for. And I did try the same thing repeatedly. I tried this far in excess of 10 times, but the only change is over time a new version was available that Apple support had no idea would be available, so they could not, of course, tell me keep trying every day, trying a few hours. But I reasoned that perhaps there was hope, perhaps there would be a new version rolled out and fixed, and perhaps Internet Restore would give me access to that version, and it did, and it worked, and had I not done that, I would have started over, and who knows what would have happened with backup. So that is why I am insane, but now I'm finding sanity, and I'm refocusing now that Big Sur is stable and installed. Please take a moment to click like, subscribe, and the bell for notifications to be all, so that you'll know whenever there's a new update of another disaster or another incredible solution, whatever it may be in the world of tech and Macintosh and Apple and iOS and everything else you can think of involving updates and how to work through various glitches that we may encounter.